Man, what's good with the collective? Y'all know we back with another banger, another reaction. I appreciate everybody who been tapping in, running up, and subbing up. If you new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop them uploads. Y'all know we coming with about 4 videos every smooth 7. And this is for entertainment purposes as well. And when you like and comment and subscribe to the channel, helps collective grow, helps collective get bigger, helps more people who like this type of content tap in with this content. But I ain't gonna hold you, man. I appreciate you. If you haven't subbed up, you watching on your TV or whatever the case is, I wish you was smooth 7. Shout out to the collective, man. I love y'all for real. Y'all know how we rocking, man. Y'all know how we rocking. Also wanted to say there's a couple clips, there's a couple comments that y'all have mentioned and comment and DM me, and I haven't seen, and it's so many of them that I'm just now starting to get through. Videos y'all sent me, and again, Instagram sends it to a completely different folder. And then there's another page I have to look through on YouTube in order to find some of those. Some of them were held for review as well. So I'll be going through all of them, bro. Trying to make sure I get all y'all videos flowing through the countdowns and the rollouts, man. But I appreciate y'all again. I hope y'all having a smooth 7. Might be a trigger warning or 2. Remember, you bigger than your circumstances. You tougher than that. Keep your head up, man. Your crown fall when your head down. Remember that. But I ain't gonna hold you. Y'all know what it is. Let's get straight to the video, man. Let's go.
I am gonna get in so much trouble for saying this, but have you guys ever thought that you can live without the government? 100%, guys, you can live without them. I am about to tell you something that is going to blow your mind. Free energy is out there. It exists. There's people that know how to tap into it. And I'm going to give you something. I don't know, this video might get deleted because this information, I probably should go on live and do it, but go online, guys, go online and research all the crop circles, because we just got a new one. Research these and print them and start tracing them. They're codes. I've been doing this for years. They're codes. They activate your powers inside of you. Print them out and have your children and you guys start coloring them and watching them and looking at them. They activate codes inside of you. We have codes. Also start meditating around water. We have our bodies are water, and we get free energy through water. That's pretty much all I can say. But water gives you abilities. Another thing I wanted to tell you guys, I am almost 44 years old, and I look very young, and I feel very good. Once I started realizing these things and started using it, I've been getting younger. That's a fact. I've been hiding for years, and I've been getting lots and lots of downloads, but this one is a good one. So I think I might do a live and explain more, because I have a lot of information that I'm a little scared to share, but we can live without them. We can.
She need to share some more of that info. Y'all feel her?
So the DEA has announced that they are ending their body camera program so that its agents no longer have to wear body cameras when they are interacting with civilians. The same week that the New Orleans Police Department gets caught having used illegal facial recognition technology against civilians for years, which is a perfect reminder that the police are fine surveying you 24/7, no matter what, but they do not want to be surveyed themselves. The New Orleans Police Department secretly received real-time AI-generated alerts from 200 facial recognition cameras throughout the city for 2 years, despite there being a local law barring any surveillance of the general public. And although this program is supposed to be paused now since they got caught doing it, the program is still sending automatic alerts to the police. So we're ending body camera programs for them and increasing generalized surveillance for us.
Enforce the law on us, but don't follow it.
Step back in time. hundreds of years before the arrival of Columbus, to the powerful and enigmatic world of the Aztec Empire. Today, we're diving headfirst into their own stories, their knowledge, etched onto the pages of history itself. These are the Aztec Codices.
So somebody in the comment section said there ain't no such thing as brain dead. And then I came across this information right here. And this has a lot to do with the Georgia woman, this brain dead, because I think they induced her with those pills and made her brain so that they can not only harvest her baby, but also her organs. Wouldn't that be ingenious just to keep the body alive for the organs and everything?
Certainly from all children, but especially the people who are 16 to 30, and their life is in jeopardy. If they're unconscious and on a ventilator, they're going to get their organs. Everybody who's called brain dead, beating heart, circulation, and respiration. Brain dead is a lie. So people don't even realize it's a lie anymore. But it's been a lie from the beginning, continues to be a lie. They invented brain dead mainly to get organs, but then also so they don't waste money on treating people who aren't ever going to get a job, who are just going to live and not die. And so you see what brain dead is, it's primarily a way to get organs.
Brain dead Georgia woman being kept alive?
Brain has a beating heart, circulation, and respiration. The brain dead is
Pregnant woman in Georgia.
Brain has a beating heart, circulation, and respiration. The brain dead is a lie.
She could be kept in that state for months or more. Says she had intense headaches for more than 3 months ago. Went to the hospital, received medication, let her go home, gasping for air. She had blood clots in her brain, and then she was declared brain dead. But we know
Brain has a beating heart, circulation, and respiration. The brain is a lie.
Let's keep it 5,000. Brain is a lie. And she is breathing. And she does have a heartbeat. And they are foolish. And she has to be, because think about it. You has to keep the baby alive, right? So they taking those organs too. Oh yeah. They not just gonna get the baby, they trying to get all of that. And they've been doing this. Oh yeah, their brain. Oh, you want to take them off? Oh, keep them on. Because that's fresh. Think about it. When you got a brain dead person sitting there, you know their blood type and everything. You got all those rich people waiting for organs, and they just sitting there on ice at 98.6, marinating, waiting. They've been doing this shit. Yes, this is an experiment. But when the mind's blind, the eyes can't see.
I ain't gonna lie. When we come across the that topic, I'm not gonna say it. That been kind of up there on my list as far as like when it hits a nerve. Like that's one of those ones. That's one of those ones, y'all. I don't know if y'all feel me, if y'all agreeing, but that one be hitting nerves. Let me know how y'all feel, man. That one don't sit well with me.
Hey, what if I'm right about that not being the Holy Land over there, the real Israel, you know, Revelation 2:9 and 3:9. What if I'm right about that? You know, Jesus said, not one stone, all those buildings, everything, not one stone be left upon another. And you got the Wailing Wall. What if I'm right and all these people that have come against me are wrong, and this really is the promised land, and they're looking for prophecies to be fulfilled in the wrong place? Huh? I mean, really, seriously. I mean, devil's father of lies. He's changed the maps. He's changed everything. They told us the world was a sphere and it's flat. They lied about everything else. Why wouldn't they lie about that? That would be like the icing on the cake for Satan in that little stretch of desert that would never support giants or the descendants of Abraham. Never, never. Like the Euphrates drying up over there because they built dams and stuff to do that, line signs and wonders. What if that's not it? The Euphrates isn't even supposed to dry up until we're in the Great Tribulation. I mean, that would be like the okey doke supreme. Yeah. You know, after all, it was created by the Roths child. Yeah, I can't say too much. They get me. Okay. Yeah, in the Balfour Declaration, the Four Baal Declaration of 1917. And yeah, and those are actually the Canaanites.
Great points. Great point. Great question.
Name something you like Steve Harvey do to your bottom. Oil it up. Yeah, oil it up. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, Steve.
Baby oil. You know what I'm saying? Oil it up. You know what I mean? Sometimes I come in there with baby oil under each arm. I pump. Just baby oil flying everywhere. Ed, I don't even know how you knew that. just baby all down my arm. That way it's right there on your hand. Y'all know what I'm saying?
Was he talking about that Diddy oil? I know y'all know about the Diddy oil. What he was doing with it, how he had certain things in the oil, so when he put it on people, they automatically, y'all, hey, that man was, that dealer was all over the place. I don't know if Steve Harvey was in on that, but what do you know about that baby oil? I'm just asking, bro. Hey, y'all let me know. I'm asking for what everybody else didn't say. How he know? I got a lot of questions with that, man.
Hey, what's up, America? Well, your worst nightmare is here now. Remember, everybody's been talking for decades about a surveillance state constantly monitoring you no matter where you go? Well, it's finally here with a company called World. Yes, that's right, the World verification system that makes sure that you're you on the internet, providing secure verification that you are a human against a world of bots. So let's talk about this nightmare, because this is happening right now. It is creepy as shit. Take a look. So this is the World ID Orb. It scans your face and puts it in a database to make sure that you are you. Yes, world.org. World ID is a privacy-preserving proof of human for the age of AI. Look at that. Securely and anonymously proves you are human online. Get your World ID. See, use your World ID to sign into mobile and online apps to prove you are a unique human. What you do is you download the app, you verify you're a human, and you can explore World ID apps. All right, so turn your phone sideways and check this out. This is what this is. See that little orb right there? That orb is everywhere in public with you, and you verify your humanness using this orb. You can see it's in the workplace, it's colleges, it's with you where you go, and it has an ID attached to it. This is happening, ladies and gentlemen. That is creepy as... Oh, what's that? Find your nearest orb? Oh, no way! You can select one of 856 locations worldwide already that you can be verified so that somebody knows you're you always. Now, of course, they say this is safe and secure, but I already know for a fact, because this is WorldCoin, this goes through WorldCoin, that other governments are already working with these people on projects. So this is a very dangerous slope to be sledding on. So turn your phone sideways, you get to see a little bit more of what I'm talking about here with this orb. Yeah, there you go. That's your personal verification, your orb. So they're saying that this is designed to stop bots in gaming and online and social media, which of course, as we know, is a huge problem. But at the same time, it collects your biometric data pretty much and it stores it. It says nothing nefarious will happen, but upon further review, WorldCoin, which is associated with this, already has ties to some governments worldwide. So it's a very dangerous precedent, basically, to use this, upload your shit. Then, of course, other countries just mine you. So this is a step in a very, very open direction, and it looks like this is taking flight everywhere as well. People are openly giving their likeness away just because of security, as always.
I'm gonna point out something else that I don't really see being a wise choice to make. When we ask AI all these personal questions, or we ask AI deep, tapped in, spiritually high vibrational questions, I don't think that's very wise. I really don't. Because it's learning, man. It's learning, and I feel like it's going to use that shit against us one day. Like when we asking ChatGPT all types of crazy questions, it's entertaining, but I'm not sure the end game with that. I don't know how it's going to play out. I'm just curious about, and it makes me question it. It makes me be very cautious before approaching that game of asking ChatGPT crazy shit. Y'all let me know. When he say the orb, find the nearest orb, that's when it make me wonder, like, if something other than us or the 1% that they at war with, the 1%, at war with, and they had their own set of orbs. So then instead of exposing the truth to us, the public, letting us know there's something out there who putting orbs up, they put their orbs up. Same thing they do with UFOs. It could be extraterrestrial, but they gonna create theirs, so they make their own. So now we can't tell whether it's extraterrestrial or it's the 1%. So that's where it's like, what if they put their own orbs up there as well? We couldn't determine whether it's extraterrestrial, whether it's them. Now they giving us orbs here? Something ain't adding up, man. Something ain't adding up. Y'all let me know.
Well, breaking news, if this administration hasn't said enough, the Justice Department and the head of the Civil Rights Division in the federal government has announced that they will no longer be upholding police reform agreements, and they no longer will be looking into investigations into major departments. For example, they will no longer be looking into an investigation in Louisville or Minneapolis. If you know, Minneapolis would have been the George Floyd situation, and in Louisville would have been the Breonna Taylor situation. They will no longer be upholding shit. Police are no longer going to be criminalized for any crimes that they may or may not have committed, and the investigations by the federal government are now halted. Congratulations, everybody. We're in the Fourth Reich.
Some of y'all won't care until it's you or your family involved.
So I saw a video by this guy named Chris K. Crystal, who was actually talking about a chaosphere on a court. And I did some research on it, because if you watch this video and you're not up on game, you're probably going to think you're a little crazy. But check this out. There is a such thing as a chaosphere, and it's a symbol representing chaos, particularly in certain occult traditions. It's depicted as a sphere with 8 arrows radiating outward with its center. This symbol is also associated with chaos magic. Now, if you look at the symbol, right, and think about it, right? What happens when somebody throws a grenade or a bomb somewhere? Everything does what? That. Chaos. What happens when you're at a party and somebody starts shooting and everything pops off? Boom. Chaos. What does everybody do? Run in every direction. So sometimes if you want to understand the symbol, you just got to look at it. Here it is again. The chaos star, known as the symbol of chaos. The concept of chaos itself. It is often depicted as an 8-pointed star or an arrangement of 8 arrows radiating outward. This symbol is used in various contexts. Now watch this video. Tell me what you think.
Right now I'm at the Cabarrus County Courthouse, and I just found some occult satanic symbols on the ground. These are called chaos fields. I'm about to show you what these are right now. Do not walk over these. These are basically chaotic symbols that cause dysfunction inside of the energy body. This is what you call a chaos field. Do not walk over it. This siphons your energy and causes chaos inside your life. Take a picture of this and look it up on Google and Google the definition of a chaos field. This is a satanic occultic symbol. Do not walk over this. And beware that this whole building is an entity, a demonic entity sitting on a ley line. So beware when you go into these courthouses. Beware of these satanic occultic symbols. Man, go in there with your protection on. See, I got my moldavite, lapis lazuli. I'm wearing red on Tuesday. You know what I mean? Not finna get no spells off on me. But that right there, family, is what you call a chaos fear. You know?
So as you can see, they're using this chaos sphere as an element of chaos. Augment mod for Nyx that allows chaos to create a circular radius that affects enemies entering within its range for a fraction of its duration. He was talking about, oh, you shouldn't walk over these. No. Once you're there, you're in that field. That's a diameter. That's a circular seal. So it covers everything within the field. And if you think about it, that's why every time we go to court, there's always chaos. You ever just think about that? You ever just think about how they need you in a state of chaos so that they can inflict their law and order on you? Like literally, you get ready to go into a space. They need you off kilter at all times. Whether you're going to the court for a parking ticket, child support, a drug charge, you can be going for anything. You could have traffic, anything. It could be something small. No matter what it is, you walking into that court, you going there, and the energy is chaotic. Nobody ever goes there and feels comfort. Like you always feel off kilter. Not only that, they create an environment of chaos. You ever just notice whether you talk to your representative or not, you never really know what's going on? They always keep you on ice. Oh yeah, I talked to the DEA and don't worry, things should go, everything should go court. We'll just see how the proceedings go, or we'll just see how this goes. Every time you enter that field, everything is chaotic. I don't know what's going on. Oh, the judge might, For some reason, you feel like you're trapped in a realm of chaos. And you probably never thought about it till now, but think about it. Even when you go there to sit in the courtroom, the judge can just be sitting there, and you're still sitting there, and you're just like, what's going on? What's happening? What's going on? What's happening? What's going on? What's happening? What? You're trapped in a spell. You're spellbound. So this symbol, that one he was talking about, there's probably more all over the place. And that's how symbols work. Like this symbol right here, for instance. When you see the triangle inside the circle, this symbol is trying to impose its power on you. Like this is a symbol you would use if you want to impose your power, your will, or instill fear in someone. This is the symbol you would use. This is the symbol you would use. Do you see what I'm talking about? Now, you may not know it, but you don't need to. Your subconscious just needs to react to it. You understand? Your subconscious just needs to feel subdued by it. And that's what you don't understand. Something as subtle as that can impose its will. And when they show up with their symbol on, it's not, to represent their company, it's to impose their will on your consciousness. So just know for a fact, this is done on purpose. Why? Because when there's chaos, who's going to bring the order? When there's chaos, who's going to bring the law and order? Who needs chaos in order to be a savior? Exactly. Fits very, very well. And another thing, do this for protection in these realms. Once you enter this field, all right, you're going into a field where you need a protection shield. That protection shield needs to be in the form of onyx, obsidian, basically black crystals. Onyx, obsidian, black tourmaline is really, really good. You can also wear black. Black absorbs all negative energy. And peep game, didn't I just tell you they cause chaos in this environment? What color is the judge sitting up there wearing? Yeah, exactly. A black robe. Sitting amongst all the chaos in a black robe while you're sitting there getting bombarded. I'm just trying to tell y'all, man, if you don't know what to look for, you're not going to see it. But once you see it, you can't unsee it. And then you start to realize this is all magic. Because they need you in a chaotic state so that when you walk into their realm, you give them power. You walk into their realm, into their court, and then you give them power. Power of attorney over you. In order for you to fall for that spell and walk into that and give them the power to take your freedom, you have to be in a realm of chaos and confusion. This is all by design. But it's all good because we know what we're doing. So now we know how to dispel the spell. So get on your game and start wearing your protective armor. Because when the mind's blind, the eyes can't see.
I got you a new set of eyes today? I hope we did. Let's go.
So did y'all see where that lightning struck that police car in Missouri? I'm not gonna say Mother Earth knows where to strike, but I'm gonna say Mother Earth.
Was that Mother Earth or is that just by coincidence?
Did you hear about the museum in North Carolina that had a tree fall down on it last month, and the owner is now coming out and saying it is completely and totally ruined? They found out about it last month and they were finally going to go check it out recently, and this is all that's left of it. Right there. All that's left. Now, personally, some people are going to say that is a victory and a sign for their ancestors, and I would personally agree. Confederate Museum, it was a conservatory, a museum for Confederate history. The owner said there's no way of rebuilding it back. Most of the artifacts were damaged or lost, or just things that get ruined under buried underneath the tree. The only thing I would think would be still existence would probably be the cannons, but everything else is still gone. Hundreds of years of history wiped off. But at the same time, places like this exist, and they're strangely having tragedies happen all the time, and the spirits are talking. What do you think?
The Confederate Museum burned down. How y'all feel? Y'all think that's a sign from the ancestors? Y'all think that's the universe talking? Or y'all think like, yeah, what y'all think? How y'all feel? I don't know. I don't believe in coincidences. We just saw two of them right there. The lightning hitting a police car, and we turn around and see, damn, that tree fall on the whole thing. That's wild. But like I said, I don't believe in coincidences. Y'all let me know. Spam it up.
A Confederate museum full of hatred and foolishness has fallen. In Fort Wrench, North Carolina, Confederate Earthworks Museum, baby, they took a tumble. They were building this museum of hate and just grossness, and God said, not so fast. A tree knocked down the entire museum. It's a complete and total loss. They did not have insurance. They cannot pass go or collect $200, okay? Look at God. I love that. I love that. You know, I really do. You can never win when you play dirty. But God is able. Like, share, comment below. Follow the page. A Confederate museum full of hatred and foolishness has fallen. In Fort Branch, North Carolina, Confederate Earthworks Museum, baby, they took a tumble.
So I did see a comment, and somebody said, let's just say they said that the R word don't exist. And just y'all, so a lot of the collective, y'all love when I bring moms on the channel, right? Well, moms just called me the day after Mother's Day, driving, going off, right? She's going off on somebody in the background, and I'm trying to calm her down. She said something to do with a big ass American flag flying on the back of his car. Almost T-boned her car. Then, after he almost T-boned her, pulled up on the side of her and start saying little things like, I like your hair, being sarcastic. She got locks. He's saying he like her hair, calling her sister, and just being a little bit on the, not a little bit, forget it, we're gonna be honest. He was being on the R word side. You hear what I mean? Calling her all out her name. Calling her the N word and all types of stuff. And I see comments all the time of people saying that this shit don't exist. And like I always say, because you don't have to deal with certain scenarios or certain situations, don't mean that shit don't exist. All that tells us is if you say that shit don't exist because you haven't experienced it, says a lot to us. Just be compassionate. Just be understanding. Just hear us out when we telling y'all certain shit, that there's still certain low vibrational people out here. That may not be you, that may not be me, but they're still out there. You get what I mean? And I see comments all the time of people saying this shit don't exist. It's fake. It's the media. What happens when you in public and this shit happens? Yeah, the media probably programmed a certain person to be that way, meaning that shit's still out there. They putting it in the media so people can still be out there like that. But hey, it pisses me off too, cause like I'm on the phone with her and then she say he hear my voice and he herp and drive off. That shit pisses me off. But then again, I don't want to go back and do some shit that I'm used to, but what do you expect, bro? That's moms. You get what I mean? Like, that's your mother. What are you going to expect? You think I'm going to walk and turn the other way, or I'm going to have to light his ass up? I'm going to have to get on bro. That's what it's going to go down to. But I just want everybody to realize this shit's still out there. And we got to stay together and not divided, because we still see there's other people out there that are divided or who are thinking of life from that perspective. Y'all get what I mean? Let's just all be one. That's what I push. Positive energy, unite, and we be unified, man. That's what I push. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts.
What is going on? A monster cat. I guess some, I don't know, some ancient letters. And then like a part of the world. What is happening? We're doing a full 360 with the can. There's some spooky shit happening, man. What is that? I'm afraid. I'm afraid. Okay.
Yo, they sent those escaped inmates that have been caught already from New Orleans to Angola.
You need to see this shit. Once you realize how sick and demonic these people are that control the shows that your kids are watching, you'll want to protect your kids a little bit more. So this Nickelodeon green slime thing just creeped me out. So allegedly, Nickelodeon made that slime green for a reason, and not a good reason either. So if you know about Nickelodeon, you know they had a habit of shooting green slime on their guests. Some guests were adults, but most of the guests were kids. Matter of fact, look at this shit. Look at this shit right here. This is what they had a habit of doing. And once you figure out why they did this, it's even more sinister than you could believe. So people were saying that the reason they use the color green is because you can use that color green like you use a green screen. And I know you're saying to yourself, so what does that mean? It means you can change that form of liquid to any form of liquid. You get what I'm saying? And you know there's so many sick people in the world that do a lot of strange shit that they're not supposed to be doing. And now that I jumped down that rabbit hole, it makes even more sense to me. When you're editing with a green screen, you can replace whatever is in the green with anything that you want. And these sick, demented, demonic people replace those things with things that don't supposed to be there on kids. You get what I'm saying? And I say allegedly. Allegedly. If this is true, Nickelodeon might need to be held accountable immediately. We're living in a sick world. I'm out.
Was the green shit... Was that a 5-letter word that's red? I can't even say it for YouTube's guidelines. Did they green screen the green slime and it really is something else? That's where my brain went with it. Y'all let me know.
Do y'all think it's weird people are asking existential spiritual questions to AI? Do you think it's weird? Peace to the gods.
See, I'm glad me and Toxic think the same, because I just asked that question.
Yo, somebody's been lying. Would you believe me if I told you that the world's a stage and you're just an actor playing your part? Would you believe me if I told you that your whole entire existence could be artificial? Watch this. Person. Persona. Actor's mask. Character in a play. Now, would you believe me if I told you that this is a scary movie, a horror film, and you're the monster? Person. Human being. According to James A. Ballantyne's 1948 Law Dictionary, human being. See, monster. Monster. A human being by birth. Boo. Stay with me, because I know some of you are wondering, how could all of this be happening? Watch this. I pray that you hear me loud and clear as you read this. It is my honor to tell you that you can be arisen from the perilous depths that you find yourself in. Many have been systematically erased from this plane of existence, and I refuse to allow you to erase yourself. There is a duality which exists in this world, and it has truly caused widespread mania within our populations. On a worldwide scale, many of us are suffering from one of the greatest delusions of all time. Luckily, for some, it was only an illusion that has ran its inevitable course. Person. The term may include artificial beings. Artificial? Artificial persons. Persons created and devised by human laws for purposes of society and government. Distinguished from natural persons. Artificial persons, an entity such as a corporation, created by law and given certain legal rights and duties of a human being. In regards to etymology, they also provide us with a breakdown of delusion and illusion. Technically, delusion is a belief that, though false, has been surrendered to and accepted by the whole mind as a truth. Illusion is an impression that, though false, is entertained provisionally on the recommendation of the senses or the imagination, but awaits full acceptance and may not influence action. Delusions of grandeur. The exact phrase is recorded from 1840, though the two words were in close association for some time before that. It's time for you to wake up. And I don't mean just waking up. I mean truly being conscious. Conscious. Having mental faculties undulled by sleep, faintness, or stupor. Awake. Consciousness. The quality or state of being aware, especially of something within oneself. It's time for you to take off the mask, stop playing the part, stop being artificial, and realize what you have within you, the kingdom of God. Watch this.
Damn, shout out to Rashad Poet, my guy.
Wait. So you mean to tell me the reason why we can't go to Antarctica, because it's another me over there? And we're not supposed to cross paths? So you telling me it's another you over there? And as I was stating, we're not supposed to cross paths, or it's gonna mess up something in the universe or something?
I needs to see my other person over there. I need to see myself over there. I need to have a talk with my other person. See, we gotta figure some things out, bro. We could have lived, like, we could have just be twin brothers. That's how I see it. Would y'all be cool with it? I'd be cool with it. We just be twins, bro. You my brother. Like, literally, we the same person, but like, what's the difference between, y'all get what I mean? You got a twin, and really ain't no difference. I mean, it is a difference, because my mom didn't give birth to that other me, but still, in my head, we twins, bro. We gonna be brothers, because I'd rather be with them than against them. Trust me, I ain't trying to go against myself. I'm not trying to do that. I don't want to do that at all. I already done thought about that shit. No, I don't want to go against myself. I'd rather be friends with myself, because, yeah, I just rather it that way. Y'all let me know how y'all feel.
This message is for a select few of you. Those of you who understand it immediately, it's confirmation. Those of you who don't understand it, sit with it, let it process. You'll understand it later. And many of you will not care at all, and so that means you're not aligned. The in-between void that many of you feel stuck in is not just emotional and spiritual. With many of you making quantum transformations quickly, let's unpack what this really is. It's high intelligent engineering. This planet isn't just a home, it's a high-tech cyber energy grid. Some call it a ritualized stage. It's a ritualized psychic container, keeping you away from your personal power and your clarity through fragmentation. And if you're caught up in the round earth, flat earth discourse, you are not aligned with this message at all. At least not yet. The truth of who we are is not some forbidden hidden secret. It's been scattered in every known belief system, tradition, philosophy that you are most likely consuming right now. But so many of you are so caught up in the loops of those fragments that you don't even connect the dots. And those of you who are connecting the dots, you're seeing a lot of me, allowing me to expand the quantum field of my messages, which means you gain clarity beyond binary thinking, but it also makes you intolerant and, dare I say, overstimulated by those binary loops. And you can't unsee the loops or pretend they don't even matter unless you are a manipulator. If you're calibrated as a manipulator, the loops become your tool. You use them to feed off of others who haven't quite figured it out yet. But if you are activated as a non-manipulative source signal, your body simply won't do that. Even if it makes logical sense, or even if it would make your life much easier. You can't fake it. Sorry, not sorry. I don't make the rules. I'm just the messenger. And even though you can't comply with the way this game is played, you end up complying with something else. Resistance, interference, delays, almosts. You are doing everything that you can to be met, but you are constantly, consistently unmet because your signal is disrupting something beyond what you can see. You gotta pause and sit with this point because you are not imagining this. Everything around you is chaotic. You are not. And that's the problem for them. The clarity of your thoughts, your mind, your body is enough to poke holes in this current grid. But the grid is very smart. It patches itself up, it adjusts itself, and it goes to great lengths to convince you that you are the problem, that your clarity and your inner work is somehow the failure. It's not. You see, this grid is designed to delay, distort, and reflect fragments of your power back to you, just enough to keep you doubting. That's why things feel so close yet so far. That's why your clarity doesn't get immediate results. That's why your desires have to circle trauma loops before they are clean enough to land for you. And every time you ask, how much longer, you amplify the frustration. Breathe. They are counting on you internalizing this as personal failure. But the plot twist here is that the delay is your evidence. It means you are being felt. Your signal is real, but the spell of binary thinking has you fiending for external evidence before you believe it. But this is where discipline comes in, because you get to know if the delays are accommodating the trauma loops and the binary loops that you were still loyal to, or because you are reflecting your sincerest and your quantum authenticity. So keep your signal clean. And clean doesn't mean perfect. It means being completely honest with yourself, especially when it's uncomfortable. Don't water it down because someone else can't sit with their own chaos and confusion. Don't bend it for people who haven't done the work and don't intend to do the work. And be honest about the tension you feel, because that tension is what keeps you grounded and it anchors your integrity. This ain't for quick fixes here. Spoiler alert, the grid's current operating system doesn't collapse in some dramatic Hollywood ending. No longer becomes useful when your nervous system gets more regulated. And what no longer works naturally falls away, or it gets repurposed for whatever's evolving. I understand living in this kind of clarity is not easy, but the restructuring is happening, and we're seeing it in subtle ways that are getting more obvious with each passing day. So keep doing the work. Stay the course.
Keep doing the work and stay the course. It ain't gonna be easy though all the time.
So some things that's gonna start to happen once you start to raise your vibration, right? And when I say raise your vibration, I mean on all three planes of existence. You got the spiritual, you got the intellectual, and you got the physical, right? So some things that's gonna start to happen. As you raise your authenticity, right? As you raise your vibration in your authenticity, you start doing the things that you want to do. You start, instead of you seeking external validation, you start saying, what do I want to do? What are my thoughts on this? You know what I'm saying? If you in a group and somebody crack a joke and it's not funny, and you don't have to laugh. You know what I'm saying? But what starts to happen is you're going to start having eyes on you. You start wearing what you want to wear. You start dressing how you want to dress. You start feeling and allowing yourself to feel the way you want to feel. You know what I'm saying? You start listening to certain type of music that you want to listen to. What's going to happen is you're going to start having eyes on you, right? And this is what people be talking about when... I want y'all to know that, because I had somebody on my live tell me like, oh yeah, the black vans, like once you start to raise your vibration, no vans is going to watch you. That's all symbolic. It's a symbolic meaning, so you can know that you're going to be being watched, right? Because you're going to be standing out from majority of people, right? Because authenticity is the highest vibration. It's the best thing you can do, but at the same time, it's the scariest thing you can do, right? Because you're allowing everybody else who have limiting beliefs, who not standing in their authenticity, to judge every move you make, right? So one of the things gonna happen is you're gonna start getting stared at a lot, right? But I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen when people start staring, right? Because if you always feel like somebody watching you, I used to feel like, oh, it's always somebody watching me. I turn around, they looking. I feel your energy looking, I look back at you sketchy. I knew you were sketchy. I am a teacher, a scholar. I hope you don't try me, because only the teacher could test me. But hey, one of the things, all right, so when they staring, right? It's three things you need to know when they staring. I'm gonna make like a part 2 or part 3 because I don't want these parts to be long. But when they staring, they studying, right? You're gonna have these type of individuals, they're gonna be staring at you, you're gonna catch them looking, but they really gonna be studying. Like, these are the people you're going to inspire. Your light, right? Because light is lighter vibrational emotions, higher vibrational emotions. You're expanding your aura field. Your light is going to inspire them. They're gonna look like, yeah, that's what I want to be. You know, that's how I want to move. In my authenticity, in my truth, with peace. Right? You can have those individuals who stare. Now then you can have the individuals who are witnessing, right? And they're going to be whispering. The people who witnessing, they're going to be whispering. Right? They're going to be, oh, look at, you may see them, yo, look at this dude. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be the ones whispering. But they whispering because you're doing something that's not normal. So they're going to be, yo, you see this dude? You know what I'm saying? You may see people stalking your social media. You may feel like people just stalking you and just watching you. They are watching you, right? Because you could tell when somebody's watching you, because you gotta understand this. When somebody's looking at you from across the room, that's a thought, right? Everything is energy. Those thought waves is being sent your way and you're feeling it, right? Because energy does not require direct awareness. It influences you subconsciously. So you feel like somebody looking, then you turn around and they looking. Yeah, they witnessing you, so they whispering. Right? And then you got the third people. These are the people who try to break you down as well, right? These are the people who, they start judging you. But the people who are judging you, they start to, look at this dude, You know what I'm saying? They always say something negative. These are the people exposing their limits, right? You gotta understand, you are the light. You see that light over there? You see what it's creating? Shadows, right? They got some shadow work they gotta do. Those shadows are being brought to the front, right? So you'll have a lot of these people, they'll try to come to you, they try to break you down, they always try to say something negative, so their chaos can go on to you, right? But with these individuals, all you gotta do is tell yourself, yo, chaos don't destroy my peace. I'm bigger than this moment. That's what I do. I simply tell them, yo, chaos don't destroy my peace. I said it in my head, right? Because you want to always send that energy back, right? Because if you don't, you keep allowing them to say these things and you're not reprogramming a new affirmation in your mind and you just keep taking theirs in, you're going to be programmed by that. And now they had got you, right? It's like this, right? They are a broken mirror, right? Imagine like a broken mirror, a cracked mirror in the store, right? And this cracked mirror been standing there. Now, this cracked mirror been standing there the whole time, but it's not worried because all the other mirrors around them are cracked as well, right? Now, just say you come in, you a polished mirror, you don't got no cracks. Now, you stand right on side of them, everything is coming to the light now. They like, oh my God, this person's making me feel angry because how are they just so polished and I got all these cracks and I don't know how to heal my cracks. Yeah, all of that, and they're gonna start trying to tear you down. You know, so that's just one of the things to be aware of. Once you start to raise your vibration, your light is going to create shadows. But don't allow this to stop you from being high vibrational because you got a bigger purpose. You know what I'm saying? But this is part 1. You know, I'm going to do a part 2. I'm going to do a little series. Order in the court. It's low.
Divine Q Wayne. Shout out to his page, man. Y'all go run him up. I like his energy. I like his vibe. I like what he's talking about. I got a question for my fellas out there. So, fellas, you ever came across, you ever been around an environment that shouldn't be chaotic, right? And you ever see another male and he's doing extra. When I say extra, like he not that tough, but he's trying to assert his dominance in passive aggressive ways. He never comes out and says nothing verbally. He never does anything like directly, like looking me in my eyes. Y'all get what I mean? Like he not looking you in the eyes, but he walking by and you can feel his energy. He want to fix his shirt when he walk by you. He want to stare. You park here, he park there. Like how I'm used to growing up, like it don't go to that. It goes straight to either gunplay or straight from that, or we throwing hands. It's a straight squabble from the jump. We catching a fade. Like that's how it is for me. Now, remind you, I have grown up, so I have moved into different environments. So I'm not sure how other people were raised in certain environments, if y'all get what I mean. Have y'all ever been in that point where y'all on a spiritual path, a positive path, and you come from ruckus, you come from drama, you come from traumatic situations, and yeah, you now in an environment where there's somebody who is just negative, but they don't come from that environment, and you trying to refrain from going back into that environment. Again, you walk with light, you're gonna attract the shadows. Have y'all felt that lately in general? How did y'all get past and get through with that? Because I never come to anybody like directly for help or guidance, but I know there's some OGs in here who gonna lead me down the right path and not the wrong path. And I don't want to talk to some of my homies and they gonna be like, bro, do what you do, like, you know, and then I can't do that, you know what I mean? So I'm asking y'all, like, how y'all go about it? Because inside of my head, my uncle started telling me the answer is always there. You just got to listen to the answer. And the answer to me is telling me, you know, I'm going to follow what he just said. Your chaotic energy doesn't control me, you know, in so many words. I just always know, like, pride and ego than unalive more men than anything I've known. Y'all get what I mean? So I'm trying to, like, refrain from that. So y'all help me out, man. Spam it up. Let me know. Collective, help me out.
I just had a dream about trees. The trees and its roots. The trees were basically telling me that once it is planted into the ground, into the roots of Mother Earth, that it is intertwining with this chain of conversation with other trees. And I mean past, deep down into the ground, past the oceans, past the depths of the ocean, through the ocean. And they were telling me that they hold the secrets to everything on this planet. And it goes deeper than just the ground. It was telling me that we go deeper to the point where it is down and out and through. And the way that they converse in their conversations that they have is through rhythm and beats. And every rhythm and beat is a frequency that's different to them. And they made me touch the root. They was like, you want to listen? I was like, yeah, I want to listen. But all of this is telepathically talking. I'm like, yeah, I want to listen. So the branch, the root grabbed my hand and put my hand on the root. And it was like the tree was looking at me like, you hear the conversation? And I'm like in my head, like, how are you having a conversation with me and having a conversation with the other trees? But that is beyond my conception. That's beyond my mind's comprehension, because I'm thinking on the human level. But the tree was also showing me, you need to think with us. And they were telling me that there is more beings down here, but don't think it's down here, it's down out through. And I already think that this planet is a realm. Like, I don't think it's a shape or anything like that. I think it is a realm. I think we become comfortable with the fact that it is a shape because we want to put something on it to make it real. You know what I mean? And they also told me that once we pick a plant to be in our home, the plants only hear the surface level of the conversations that the trees are having, because the plant main goal is to converse with us.
Makes a lot of sense. For me, my uncle was the first person where he get to talking about something and trees get to going crazy, and then he calmed down with the conversation. Weird, not weird. I shouldn't say weird. It was different for me when he first started doing it. And he used to get to talking, and he'd be like, man, y'all, you hear the trees? Now they about to stop for a second, and the trees just slow down. And he'd be like, man, pick back up, man, feel me where I'm coming from. He'd get to talking, the trees get to blowing again, and he'd be like, man, now calm down. And they calm down. I swear to God, this is crazy. This is crazy work, bro. I can't make that up. I hope he watching this video right now. If he is, he better comment. But yeah, like, that's how I like see it. I think trees do talk to us. I did the one hand on the tree, one hand over my heart, and I spoke to it and asked for all the knowledge I could get. And trust me, it started flowing. Everything started going great. So I can't say the trees work. I want to talk to one and see if it could, like if I say touch my face, it touch my face like the ones we watch. Some people gonna find that weird. Opinions are opinions. I don't really care. It's my life, my experience. But y'all know you made it to the end of this. And if you haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop them uploads. Y'all know we coming with about 4 videos every smooth 7. And this is for entertainment purposes as well. And when you like and comment and subscribe to the channel, helps Collective grow, helps Collective get bigger, helps more people who like this type of content tap in with this content. I appreciate y'all, Collective. Again, if you're watching on your TV or whatever the case is, I wish you a smooth 7. My guy Travis Hunter, man, Jags jersey. Y'all know I had to pull it out, man. It just came through. Travis Hunter, one of my favorite players. I hope he can run 2 ways. I hope he can run both sides of the ball. I'm not a Jags fan, but I rock with him and I rock with Shedeur Sanders. So y'all know I had to go ahead and scoop him up. So I appreciate y'all. Shout out to Trav. Shout out to Shedeur. I'm glad he finally got drafted. It's besides the point, but I had to go ahead and send out some flowers, show my love and appreciation to some of the people I be watching. Man, but y'all know what it is, man. So I'll see y'all in the next one. We gone.
Ay, yeah, I just check my account. Sheesh, at the amount. You probably know it.